Over the past 3 years, me and this car have been through so much together. We've both kind of evolved together. I've learned so much about cars from this thing, and this thing has seen so much improvement and has changed so much since the day I bought it. Ever since I really started to work on this car, my goal has been to prove the world wrong and make it one of the cleanest cruisers in the area. And ever since I hit that deer earlier this year, it's slowly been pulling together to this very moment where we finally finished spraying the car. And without further ado, guys, I introduce to you the next era of the PT-GT.
Guys, I am so proud to introduce to you guys the PT-GT 2.0, I guess you could say, even though the only thing really different is the color. Honestly, in this light you can't see it. Maybe you can see it a little bit, but this color is nuts. It is no secret now that I didn't end up painting the car. I went with a dip. This dip is a Proline brand dip, which is a branch of DYC, which is a very popular automotive dip company. They make kits for DIY people, but their professional Proline is actually formulated for HVLP guns, and it's just a much higher quality form of dip compared to other stuff. A little bit more pricey, still not bad compared to something like an Autoflex. For a long time, I've wanted to dip this car ever since this whole ordeal happened with the deer, and I had to replace the doors. I wanted to do it for a really long time, and this was my opportunity not only to dip it but also to learn to spray, because I've never sprayed a full car before and I don't have a whole lot of experience with spraying. So this was like a full send and quite the commitment for me to go ahead and, on top of doing the bodywork, spray it myself as well. And I'm so incredibly happy with the results. You guys are going to see tomorrow. I'm going to get some more shots, but right now the car looks like a matte black, almost like a murdered out kind of look, which is not going to look like that forever because I do have a lot of chrome trim coming. All the lights and stuff, like the car is not completely done and not completely put together. But once it is, and once you guys see this in the sunlight, this color, literally like an hour ago, it looked purple. So the color, by the way, is a standard Proline color called black and blue. Seems like not very many people go with it, but I decided to send it and go with it with more of a satin matte finish because that kind of stuff is popular, and I felt like it might pop with not only this color but also with the PT. I haven't really seen too many matte, like well done matte paint jobs on these cars, and I gotta say it does complement the body lines very well, even better than I originally expected. It looks absolutely incredible, and this color changes and does all kinds of cool stuff in the sunlight.
The next day.
You guys can see now it's the middle of the day. The lighting is a little bit different and the car honestly like looks purple. Cameras do not do this color justice, but it is actually insane. Of course, the car is a little dirty right now and it's not put together like I said before, but you know what? I'm kind of liking the way the intercooler looks exposed. So I want to know what you guys have to say about that look, because I could easily do something to like put a piece of trim around there and have it look nice and clean and just have that intercooler hanging down out of there. I think it kind of adds to the look. I got a lot of touching up to do. There are some spots where I messed up. Probably my biggest screw ups are on this side right here. There's a drip. I don't know how that got there. And also because you have to be really careful when you mask off places. When you dip, you have to peel it while it's still soft, because I was still learning, taking my time and figuring out everything between coats. I had to almost score the tape to get the dip free without peeling it all apart. And in some places, like right here, there's a spot where it peeled a little bit when I was taking the masking off, but thankfully I removed a lot of trim, so for the most part that's not a problem. But in a few places the dip did get a little messed up from the masking, so it's very, very far from flawless, but you gotta admit it's a lot better than the way it was before. So again, guys, I'm going to have a full video about the spraying process of this in the next couple days. Be sure to stay tuned for that. Smash the subscribe button if you haven't. Hit the notification bell if you haven't, because this is only the beginning of phase 2 of the PT-GT. Got tons of stuff coming. We have to actually finish this car, and I'm going to show you guys the whole process of that in the next video. That is going to be a long video, and that's going to be a big video. You guys are really going to enjoy that, but I had to do something a little bit special to reveal the new color, because this is kind of a big deal, and I'm really curious to see what you guys have to say about the new look. Personally, I started to have my doubts, not gonna lie, but now that it's all done and complete and I see it, I love it. So you can be sure and share your thoughts down below. Hit the thumbs up button if you did enjoy and if you are excited to see the process final product, because right now, like I said before, it looks kind of murdered out, but it's not gonna look that way forever for sure. Anyways guys, this video is gonna be on the short side. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you guys so much for the love and support and making this whole build possible. Check out all our sponsors and our Patreon in the description if you want to help support us even further. And again, thanks so much for watching this quick little channel C.G.E video. You rock. God bless you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.